stuff ready right now. Came straight from the gym and took a shower. And didn't actually pull anything up crazy this week yet. So I'm going to quickly see if I can find some stuff. The one thing I at least want to bring up is what's it called? What's the thing called? The bingo. The bingo. Allego's bingo list. Alright, the music's pretty loud, huh? The music's louder than your audio. Yep. Tends to happen when I first jump in. It's also loud on my end. Okay. Let's see. Oh, Consumer of Souls. That's what his name is on Reddit. Maybe just look that up. Find his account. People. Alright, well, whatever. I'm not gonna fret about it. But what's up, guys? How are you guys doing today? Who do we even have right now? Let's see. Alright. What's up, Sammy? Avatar Dester, how are you doing? PB and Johnny, Sleepy, Ro. Version 2.34. Jason Secord. Let's see, who else we got here? Night Dude 97 from earlier. How are you guys all doing today? Dylan, what's up? Hi. I mean, you're part of the family. If you want, you could jump in as well. If you want, just call me on Discord. I'm just looking for shit to pull up. I wanted to find Allego's his bingo card today, but whatever. Man, it feels so weird going back into Chainsaw Man chapter season, just because it's just been so the bi-weekly has really taken me off my game. You feel me? Oh, you finished volume 1 of Tokyo Ghoul 10 minutes ago. What'd you think? Oh, thank you so much. I'm so happy that you liked the cover. I'm going to tell some fun stories about that. But please get some sleep, have a wonderful evening, and thank you so much for your kindness. I'm certain everyone here already knows about my blunder with the upload of my cover. There it is. Fucking hell. Alright, we have the 148 bingo. Has anyone read Chojin X? I love Chojin X. I have some volumes of it right here. These are all gonna be in a manga haul later that I did. All my new Chojin X volumes. So very, very hyped. By the same creator of Tokyo Ghoul. I got a lot of really good shit in my manga haul for whenever I finally do that. Thank you guys. I'm so happy you guys like the cover. Yes, something definitely was missing upon the re-release of it. I can't believe I fucked that up. I was in a call with Dylan. I'm gonna fix this. I want it out of the screen. I was in a call with Dylan still after we dropped the cover because, you know, we were still just talking. And I was like, holy fuck. We watched it together. And I was like, holy fuck, I uploaded the wrong version. I uploaded an incomplete version of the music video. Which is funny, that's very much like me to do. So, you know, for every time, you know, I'm reading One Piece and I forgot to show you guys my screen or something, or I'm reacting to something and I forgot to change it back to my reaction. It's just par for the course. Speaking of reacting, I pulled up Allego's, what's it called, bingo list for today. I didn't feel too much like talking theories, or at least looking through theories. Unless there's a theory you guys saw in particular that you want me to look at, I would be more than happy to look at it. I'm not feeling the theories today. I don't know. I feel like I wanna read Chainsaw Man as Fujimoto wants it to pan out. What's up, Lampini? How are you doing? I gotta text you. I gotta talk soon. Yeah, I have no speculations either. This shit's just like, it's like Zizu has one. I quote Zizu on like a daily basis now. Trying to predict what happens in this manga is a fool's errand. Yeah, that was some funny damage control. I have a lot I want to talk about when it comes to that cover, so we'll definitely get there. All right, let's see. So this is the 148 bingo card. Time skip to Asa in a cell. I fucking hope not. Asa meets the hybrids, maybe. More Yogen no Naruto references. Asa's arm gets healed. Seigi is the fire devil. Yoru that's fucking my thing. I'm huge on that. Okay, first of all, let it be known, if Seigi is the fire devil, and the explanation is Seigi means justice, that's how he was able to make these fraudulent contracts, I want to be lauded as a hero by this fucking community. I want everyone to know that I said that in a video. That's what I want. What's up, Shinleo? How are you doing? Yeah, please be longer and have more substance. I'm very much hoping for that. Yeah, that sounds about right, Dylan. 13 pages of fighting with absolutely no dialogue, and we'll have to wait another 3 weeks for the next chapter. Makes my job easier. Alright. So Yoru gets her new power-up. Asa and Yoru escape. Another action chapter. Yoru versus Yoshida happens. Yoshida cuts Asa's other arm off. The carnage is shown on the news. More Denji surprise reaction faces. Asa chapter, please. Fumiko does something useful. Yoshida and Asa get ambushed by chainsaws. Barum and Quan Chi fight. Burning the Chainsaw Man backfires. The Chainsaw Men backfires. Denji transforms. Reize and or Kishibe show up. Denji loses his shit. Denji has a talk with Naita. Quan Chi brings Denji and Naita back to Public Safety HQ. More cool looking background fire. Haruka and Nobana are still normal. Denji argues with that one guy who called him a fraud. Does anyone have any ideas as to who that one fraud guy is? Well, let me pull it up. I saw it the other day. Here, I'll go to me first. The other day, I saw, or maybe not the other day, like a few weeks ago, I saw DJ Miles doing a chapter discussion on chapter 147 on his live stream. I popped in a little bit. I like to see how the other reviewers are doing. And so I popped in, and I saw that he was reading the manga up on his stream. Just like, kind of like letting it all out like that. You know, just kind of like this, you know? Whereas like, whenever I do it, I always like to have this up to like help evade, you know, copyright bullshit. But it looks like it's not really a problem, I guess. I mean, I show panels from the manga in my videos all the time anyway. If it's a problem, whatever, I just won't get any revenue for the video. That's fine. I already don't get revenue for half of my videos lately, so. Yeah, I just want an Asa chapter. That was, I don't know if anyone saw the newest episode of Public Safety special broadcast that we did. It came out today. We filmed it yesterday. It was a lot about talking about Chainsaw Man criticisms as of late. And a lot of my criticism, I feel like, comes from the fact that the beginning of part 2 was so goddamn strong, and Asa is just such a strong and fun character to follow, that now that we have, like, we haven't gotten her in so long. Part 1, we had maybe, like, a few chapters here and there where Denji wouldn't appear, but it was never, like, this much main character absence in part 1. Yeah, so little arm guy says, I know that guy, he's a Chainsaw Man wannabe. I actually kind of want to have it like this so I can zoom in on his face. I know that guy, he's the Chainsaw Man wannabe too. Who the fuck is this guy? Does anyone, like, have any ideas? Did you read Billy Bat? I have not read Billy Bat Light Night. Also, how you doing, Light Night? Is that a manga series? I'm assuming probably. Also becoming the new Yuji, a side character in their own manga. Dude, that's how it feels. That's like part of what I don't like about Jujutsu Kaisen right now. I saw earlier there was a discussion in before I even started the stream about Chainsaw Man or Jujutsu Kaisen, and we've talked about that before. I've always been kind of more Team Chainsaw Man, obviously. Not that I think that you know, I mean, we don't have to compare which is better or worse, but I do think, you know, Jujutsu Kaisen I have my qualms with. I have an entire video about my qualms with that specific moment in the manga, but I feel like they both are suffering from some kind of ailment right now, and it's different things. Jujutsu Kaisen, I feel like for a while it was kind of lost in the sauce throughout the entire culling game, and then just having it kind of found its footing again with the majority of that sick fight pre-chapter 236, and then when 236 happened, it was like, wow, way to ruin the entire fucking thing. And then I will say, like, when the fight with Sukuna and Kashimo, that was cringe, but I do like the comedian guy. I actually do think it's kind of funny, his power and his ability and his fight with Kenjaku. I kind of want to see how that plays out. Billy Bat is by the author of Monster, Pluto, and 20th Century Boys. I was thinking about picking up 20th Century Boys. I saw that promo for the anniversary or something of 20th Century Boys, or maybe it was like a tribute to it, and it looked really cool, and I was thinking about picking it up because I like cool mysteries like that, and I saw that it was like ranked very highly on my anime list, which is not a good metric, but you know. Have you read anything by Naoki Urasawa? I have not. I know Monster is good. I've heard Monster is really good as well. Yeah, Kenjaku versus Takaba is a trip. I like Takaba. I think he's fun. I'm in his corner. I want him to succeed. Pluto's really good. You know what is an interesting situation right now? Is seeing the world's reaction to Inio Asano's new manga, Mujina Into the Deep. Wait, I'm actually gonna pull that back up. Mujina, yeah, or Mujina to the Deep or something, whatever it's called. A lot of people are saying it's like really bad, even though I don't think it's that bad. I kind of like it. I think it's fun. You know, lots of like gore and titties, but you know, we like Chainsaw Man, so what else can we expect? Or what else do we expect? Are you guys playing horse? That's more important, honestly. You gotta hit your shots. Make sure you shout Kobe before every free throw. That's my thing. I always go Kobe, and then I proceed to miss. Also, on one of the maybe it was 2 weeks ago on Public Safety Special Broadcast, we were analyzing the Fujimoto's flames, because these are like clearly Tatsuki Fujimoto drawn flames, because you know he's good at drawing fire, versus like probably these were his assistant's flames or something. I can imagine Chainsaw Man is probably under a decent amount of scrutiny right now, because I know that there was a lot of controversy over the art in this chapter. I mean, some aspects of it look kind of rough, some of it looks pretty good, but there's a lot of issues here and there. And I know there's talks about potentially Fujimoto being burned out, and listen, man, I get it. Like, you know, if you have to laboriously put out the same thing every week, you know, it's bound to get tiring. But you know, like I personally like when mangaka take breaks, especially, you know, if Fujimoto needed the break between the last chapter and this chapter tomorrow, and in the break before that, if he needs the breaks, like, I think I'm all team mangaka taking breaks, because kind of like Sui Ishida, I know I always bring him up, and I talked about this on, I think, Public Safety yesterday, or I guess it came out today. Yeah, exactly. I see PB and Johnny bringing it up. Chojin X, pulling a Chojin X. Sui Ishida did weekly manga with Tokyo Ghoul. It was 19 chapters, or not 19 chapters, 19 pages per week, just like a standard chapter with very high quality art, very difficult benchmark to keep up. but then after he finished it, he felt very burned out on it. He ended Tokyo Ghoul seemingly early because he was just so burned out on it. And then finally, when he came back to making manga again with Chojin X, he started out, you know, he's going at his own schedule. And he said in an interview pretty recently that this new strategy of him going at his own place and making manga on his own time and schedule, it has allowed him to become more productive. Whereas, you know, if you do 4 chapters a month, 4 20-page chapters a month, that's 80 pages. Whereas if you were to do 2 50-page chapters a month, that's 100 pages. So he does, and that's what he does. He says he's less stressed now that he does 1 to 2 chapters a month, and he's more efficient. He's putting out more pages of manga monthly than he ever did when he was doing a weekly manga, or monthly, bi-monthly, twice a month, whatever schedule he's on. He's a lot more efficient than he's ever been, and I think a lot of creators should take a page out of his book. I know Shonen Jump in specific, it doesn't work that way because it's a serialized magazine. They have to have stuff in there. They need their big draws every week. They need to have at least, you know, one of Jujutsu Kaisen, One Piece, My Hero Academia, one of like the big draws and stuff. But, you know, now that Fujimoto's on Jump Plus, you know, it's not a bad thing if he just wants to, like, take a few more breaks. Take a hiatus or something, you know? As a wise man once said, you can't rush art. Exactly. And, you know, we all love this universe. We all love this story. You know, we're all Chainsaw Man fans. But, you know, I feel like we're all cool with waiting. And you know what I don't like? Is I go online and I see the discourse around Chainsaw Man right now, especially. And a lot of people saying that, you know, they don't like it anymore, that, like, it's mid, and like, it's fallen off, and it's just shit now. And I get it, like, I have my own criticisms of Part 2. I still think Part 2 is really good. I think there's a lot of good stuff in Part 2. And obviously the story's still developing. It could be a year from now when we finally get, like, more Asa perspective. We're back on Asa. She's the main character again. We're going to look back, and this is just going to be like a 15-page run of not that much Asa. It just feels like a lot because we're in the weekly reading experience. I want to do maybe like a Part 2 retrospective or something soon. Where, like, I just want to read from beginning to just catch up and just talk about all that's happened, because, you know, I feel like everything will be better in context. I know the one arc I was most critical of at the time when I was making videos and talking about was the Falling Devil arc. And I haven't gone back and reread the Falling Devil arc because I've just been so... I thought that arc in particular was the least... It had me engaged the least. And I bet if I reread it now, I'd be like, wow, this is some gas. It's hype poisoned. That's... that's a great way to put it. Yeah, it is. I would say, yeah, it is probably pretty hype poisoned. Yeah, I think Fujimoto taking like a break, then 60-page chapter and disappearing, something like that. I don't know. I mean, he doesn't have to, but I can only imagine, cause imagine, and I think about this all the time. Say you do something that you love. I guess for me, I like playing the Pokemon games. I love Pokemon. I love competitive Pokemon. I've got a passion for it. And if I played every single day, for a while, you know, I'd probably want to stop doing it. Even though it's my passion, I'd probably want to take a break from it for a while. I'll always love it, but I'd probably want to take a break from it. Now, if you're a mangaka and your career rides on the fact that you have to keep doing this thing that you love, making manga, you have to spend hours and hours and hours, these huge long weeks just bent over a desk drawing and writing, I'm certain at some point it would, you know, you too, even though you're passionate about what you're doing and you love your art, you know, you'd probably be like, okay, I kind of want like time away from this. And then some people could, I mean, in the case of Sui Shida, he ended his manga early and with what a lot of people thought was a pretty dissatisfying ending. Or, you know, like with JJK when Gege Akutami's health was in decline and he put out an unfinished chapter, he took a break. He took like a 2-month break. And he came back to it. And part of me wonders is if Sui Shida had that break, if he would have continued Tokyo Ghoul and closed off some of the unfinished plot lines. So it's one of those things where like I would much rather have him see a mangaka take time off what he's doing. I said he, she, they, whoever. That's a terrible assumption to make because a lot of the best manga are written by female mangaka. I have to throw that out there, but I'd rather the mangaka take a break so that they don't like tank their manga just because they don't want to do it anymore, you know? I thought because I've always said this when I first read Chainsaw Man Part 1 and there was the announcement that it would only have 3 chapters left. I thought that the ending was bad at first. I thought that ending on the Control Devil wanted was for everyone to be equal and get lots of hugs. I thought that was really corny, and I didn't like it. I also thought that, because when we got the announcement, this is like a veteran talking about war stories, back when I was reading weekly. When we got the announcement that there were 3 chapters left, that was when Denji was still in the safe room and talking to Kobeni. And Kobeni talked about how she didn't want to go back to her family. And I was like, how is this going to end in 3 chapters? There's still so much left to do. You know, power needs to be found in hell or something, I guess, maybe. How is he even going to, like, how is the plotline with Makima going to be resolved in 3 fucking chapters? And I guess it did. And I will say, the Denji eating Makima is probably one of the most based things to happen in manga history. That is really funny, and that is fantastic writing, in my opinion, especially because it almost didn't happen. But I definitely like. I was very critical of the ending of Chainsaw Man Part 1 at the time. It's better in context now with Part 2, but if it ended there, I remember I had an internal argument with myself. Whereas, would I be happy if there was no Part 2? Because there was always talks of Part 2 even before it was confirmed that it was happening. I thought to myself, would I be happy if there's no Part 2? Is this an ending that's satisfying enough? I guess maybe the conversation that Power had with Denji was all metaphorical, or something like that. I don't know. And I was like, okay, I guess, like, you know, this is my favorite manga, but I can call it at that, you know, whatever. It's a fine ending. But I'm glad that there was a Part 2. I guess I'm just rambling now. Even if Part 1 was the actual finale, all of the storylines wrapped up nicely. I guess. Well, the Power, like, come visit me in hell thing, I guess it could be metaphorical or might not. What I'm critical of the ending of Part 1 is, especially if it was standalone, because there was a decent amount of time where, you know, like a few hours where we didn't know that there was going to be a Part 2. Ending on, you know, Pochita being like, all the Control Devil ever wanted was for everyone to be equal and to get lots of hugs and stuff. Like to me, when I read that, I was like, damn, if that's really it, that's fucking infantile. That's my genuine, honest opinion of when I first read that. And I say that because I like, you know, I love Chainsaw Man, obviously. I make videos about it all the time. You know, I think it's gas. Part 1's gas, Part 2's gas. But, you know, if that was just my honest reaction to the ending of Part 1. Yeah, no, there were not very many loose ends to wrap up in Part 1. But, you know, I would have liked to see, you know, how is it that Denji found the battlefield where he fought Makima? Like, why did they just skip to that after the safe house talk? Like, how did they know where to meet? Where even was that? I guess it was a graveyard, but it's probably the same graveyard as you know, where they met Kishibe. But it's just one of those things where it's just, Pochita loving someone else? No, I don't want that. Fantastic meme. There's just things like the ending. I think that the ending of Chainsaw Man Part 1, I'm gonna go as far as to say I think it was rushed. And I think Fujimoto, and it did take a lot of time between Part 1 of Chainsaw Man and Part 2. It took like, what, 2 years? I guess maybe that was time Fujimoto needed to tell other stories and prepare himself to continue in the universe of Chainsaw Man. But it did feel rushed to me. I think there could have been a lot, like we ended on chapter 97. I think it could have gone to like maybe like 105. Just like a few more chapters, just to like, how did he get there? How did he know where to find Makima? How did, like, I don't know. Question, how do we make the distinction between a rushed ending and a fast-paced ending? That's a fantastic question. Where I would make the distinction is having, just like how I said, they were in the safe house, like, it was Kishibe, Denji, and Kobeni. They were in the safe house. Denji was looking at the TV saying, I want a million girlfriends or something. Kobeni is like, you know, life sucks, get over it, sweetheart. and after that chapter, you know, we got the announcement. It's ending in the next 3 chapters. And not having, and just rushing into the final fight like that doesn't feel fast-paced to me. That feels rushed, you know? They're just now, they go from this safe house to just on a battlefield. Like teleporting or something. I don't know. That felt rushed to me. Fast-paced. A good example of fast-paced versus rushed is like the Reize arc. That is a whirlwind of an arc. That arc's only like 10 chapters long. That's not a long arc at all. That is a fast-paced arc. I guess, you know what? The distinction between a fast-paced ending and a rushed ending, if we're talking about endings in specific, is if you spend the entirety of your manga hyping something up, getting to the pinnacle, whether it be the final fight, a reveal about the bad guy, and like once you get there, you only spend like 1 or 2 chapters dealing with it. That is rushed to me. The same thing happened in Tokyo Ghoul. I'm certain it's happened in a lot of other manga as well. That feels rushed. Good night, Light Knight. I feel like I don't think 1 more chapter, but I feel like at least a few more, you know? At least to show how is it that, you know, Denji went from saying that he wants to have tons of sex in a safe room to being on a battlefield where he let his super awesome plan go off. It's funny because I just talked about, or I spent a lot of time on the podcast yesterday talking about criticisms of Chainsaw Man Part 2. And I think it's funny. It's actually good. I think it's good to talk about criticisms of Part 1 as well, because a lot of people compare Part 1 to Part 2, saying Part 1 blows Part 2 out of the water. There are plenty of things to criticize in both parts. We're supposed to criticize things we like, you know? But yeah, I think a chapter showing, or like getting from point A to point B in a way that it doesn't feel rushed. And then, you know, we've spent so long, like hyping up Makima as this big mysterious character, and then this big bad villain that's responsible for the deaths of the 2 main supporting characters. And then the fight only lasted, like, not that the fight has to go on for too long, because I know, you know, one thing I like about Fujimoto is he doesn't spend too much time on a single fight most of the time. He doesn't spend too much time on a single fight, which lets things move along quicker. But I don't know. I feel like Just a little, I don't know. Just more. Just a little more. Maybe it could be one more chapter that could develop. Maybe 2, 3. I don't know. Maybe if they just made it to 100. I think part 2 has imposed a lot more mystery into the manga, and I think that's a good thing. I think the manga has needed something to spice up, just to spice up the universe a little more. It feels like there's more world building too, which we did not have enough of in part 1. Not that it's needed in every manga, but I like the world building of part 2. No, yeah, and I definitely, it's not that I wanted them to explain Denji's plan step by step. I think they explained Denji's plan perfectly fine. But it is, or there just needed to be some kind of buffer between Denji's, like, crying at the TV saying he wants to have tons of sex to him being on the battlefield for the final battle, you know? Thankfully, like, if that were the end of this series, I would have been a lot more critical of Chainsaw Man. I wouldn't have considered it the masterpiece I consider it. Because part 2, I think, allowing it to continue and allowing to elaborate on how Denji's feeling after the death of his family, basically, his adoptive family. We get to dive into, even though he doesn't specifically say it, you know, he looks a lot more tired. He had one moment of, you know, the falling devil making him think about it. But there's a lot more potential to develop the consequences of the end of part 1, which I think was needed. And so I like, and that's why I am less critical of the ending of part 1 now that part 2 exists. Yeah, and also, yeah, the blood chainsaw thing, like, how does that work? Like, how is he able to manipulate Power's blood like that? That's another thing where it feels like, you know, it's just coming out of fucking nowhere, you know? But sometimes it just happens. Part 1 was definitely less mystery, but part 1 was way better. You know what? It's... I like them both in different ways, you know? They feel like the same, like, obviously they're the same mangaka, the art's the same, a lot of the writing style is the same, but the vibes are just completely different. And I like them both in different ways. Part 1, like, it's like you cut loose and it's just a fun reading experience that you can just get lost in. It's just such a whirlwind, you know? You start reading it and you just keep going with it because it's just so fun. It's just such a fun series. And then part 2 is, you know, I feel like if part 1 really got you, if you are hyper fixated on this series, if you're hyper fixated on the universe, you want to learn more about Chainsaw Man, what makes Chainsaw Man tick, like what kind of different devils are there, what's the devil hierarchy, part 2 takes what you love about part 1 and expands upon it. And there's more deep character interaction. Not that there wasn't any in part 1, but there was certainly less of it than there is in part 2. So it's one of those things. Like, there's no manga that doesn't have anything you can criticize it on, you know? Unless the manga is called Kimi ni Todoke, which is a perfect 10 out of 10 all around. You know, it's one of those things where a lot of the things, like the blood chainsaw coming out of nowhere and Power, like Power apparating out of Denji's blood to save him. A lot of that stuff in part 1 can be explained by the fact that the powers of the universe were so vague that, you know, Fujimoto didn't say that this couldn't happen, so it can't happen. So, like, he's never restricted himself writing wise, which I like about him. Ooh, that's a great comparison, Colt. That is a great comparison. Yeah. Either way, criticisms aside, because I've spent the past, 2 weeks now talking about Chainsaw Man Part 2 criticisms. Because it's just been, that's been all the discussion about Chainsaw Man was since chapter 200 or no 147. It's all just been like discussion about, you know, is Fujimoto burned out? Is it falling off? Is it mid now? And you know, the thing that is most important is that I'm excited for tomorrow's chapter. It's been so long since we've had a chapter, or it feels like it's been so long, because we had one chapter, a 2-week break, another chapter where the quality might have been a little less than up to like stuff, and then we had another 2-week break. So I'm very, very excited. I'm hoping that we either get some kind of huge development tomorrow, or just something, you know, back to pace with Chainsaw Man, you know? You feel me? Which video are you talking about, Lloydro? If you send it to me on Twitter, I can probably pull it up. Yeah. I'm excited for tomorrow. That's my biggest takeaway, I think. Is that, you know, I trust Fujimoto. I trust that he knows how to cook, and that he's gonna deliver some fire for us. I think when people say this thing has fallen off, it's usually just a case of not being sure where it's going, and therefore engagement with it becomes limited. You know what? I feel like that's a fantastic point. A lot of the times, I mean, like, if I'm ever unsure of where a manga is going, or like I'm feeling a little out of a manga, I'll stop reading for a while. I did it with JJK once. I did it with My Hero Academia a few times. And then when I pick it back up and read the chapters that I've missed, and reading them in just like a short binge or something, I'm like, wow, this is really good. I don't know why I fell off this. So it's one of those things that I wonder if a lot of the people that say Chainsaw Man's fallen off, maybe they just need a few weeks or something. Like, maybe it's one of those things where just like, give it like 2 months. Just don't read the manga anymore. If you think it's fallen off, just don't read it for like 2 months. And then read like the 4 or 5 chapters that have come out in that span, and see if your opinions changed at all. Yeah, exactly. It's just the weekly thing, and it's always it's a lose-lose situation. Ah, sick. Thanks, Lloyd. Yeah, I definitely, for a while, it wasn't necessarily that I was, like, I never wanted to say that JJK fell off, but definitely the quality, like, it just wasn't, like, the Shibuya incident was just such peak writing, and the fights were so good. It was just such a great arc that, everything after it, well, I wonder if the stuff that happened after Shibuya incident happened before it, would it still be viewed as, or would it still be as scrutinized? So it's just a interesting thing that I've been thinking about. Looking at some of the art here. I'm gonna check on my DMs real quick, see if Lloydro sent it to me. Let's see. Oh, dude, yeah, Shibuya Incident was just so fucking good. The only thing I didn't like about Shibuya Incident was, I forget their names, Ghetto's, like, adopted kids, the two, like, girls. I kind of wanted more development on them, rather than just, like, okay, Sukuna, we've given you some fingers, please get up now, we want you to kill someone, and then they both die. Like, I kind of wish that, you know, there was some more development with them. There's a lot of, like, implied stuff, which I guess that's cool in its own right, but, yeah. Yeah, I'm the same way, Colt. I agree with that opinion. Oh, you can't DM? Are you on Twitter? What's your Twitter account? Lloydro. If it's Lloyd Rowe, I can just find you and follow you, and maybe that'll work. I thought I had my DMs open on Twitter, though. I enjoyed Culling Game up until at least the Yuki fight. The Yuki fight was hot garbage. That is the worst. Like that. At that point, that's when I was like openly critical of Jujutsu Kaisen. I was like, wow, this is just bad. Yeah. Oh, you know what I've been reading lately? I finally caught up with Akane Banashi. I started, so I was weekly with Akane Banashi for like 12 weeks. See you later, Shinleo. Have a good one. I was weekly with Akane Banashi for like 12 weeks when it first started. I think it was back in 2021. And I thought it was really good, but for some reason I fell off of it. I always told myself I'd get back on it at some point, but then like 1 year passed or a year and a half passed, and I never picked it back up. And then I picked it back up the other day, read from the beginning, and then just caught all the way back up. I think we're on, what, chapter 76 now? Or 86, I think. And I couldn't believe that we were that far in the game with Akane Banashi. 86, holy shit. But it's so good. Akane Banashi, I am gonna be a big proprietor of that from now on. Oh, dude, catch back up. It's so good. It's so good. I think, right now, when it comes to what I'm gonna watch, there are a few things that are on my list for like what I want to read in the breaks between Chainsaw Man. I know Noragami is so high up right now. I know I need to get on that. It's like not even funny at this point. I have to get on that. Noragami. I know Golden Kamui. I want to read. I need to finish Dorohedoro. One of my friends has been trying to get me into Berserk. I read the first, like, chapter of it, and I like how the manga starts with the main character piping a monster. Oh yeah, One Piece. Yeah, I gotta finish One Piece. There will be more One Piece streams. It's been like over a month since I've done my last One Piece stream. Maybe Wednesday. I wanted to play some games, but I could do Wednesday. Let's see. I have my Japanese prep course that night, but afterwards I could read more One Piece. Yeah, I need to do more. I want to catch up. Noragami, One Piece, Golden Kamui. I have a lot on my reading list. Oh, you know what I started? Yomi no Tsugai. The new manga by the creator of Full Metal Alchemist. What's up, Yoru? How are you doing? Yeah, been a while. Hopefully we see you in tomorrow's chapter of Chainsaw Man. Yeah. Ooh, actually, there's one thing I wanted to pull up. Because I touched briefly on the story of my fucky upload of the Kickback music video. Which is really funny. I did fuck that up. I had thought, because I uploaded the video. I got everything squared away. I uploaded the video something like 12 hours before the stream and before the video finally went up. And I uploaded the one, the files were named the same exact thing. The files were named Kickback Final V1 or something. Apparently there were two that were named that when I downloaded them. So I uploaded it. I didn't check the upload. I was like, I know this is the one Dylan sent me. I know that this is the one that because there were more than one difference in the two versions that were uploaded. There were a few different things that it just better flow. So even though there were some more silly things, like more of me on the toilet in the old version, which I have the actual clip of us filming me on the toilet. Wait, let me see if I can find that. But like Dylan was able to edit, because I take Dylan's shoe off in one scene, and Dylan was able to edit Asa's face over their foot. So it's like, you know, you can't have that for free. Let's see. All right, Kickback video raws. Okay, I have all the footage here. Holy shit. Not that. No. I'm just looking through to see if I can find the toilet. Oh my god, there's so much behind-the-scenes content we could make with this. We had such a good time filming this. Oh my god. Is this me playing? Wait. Oh my god. I'll see if I can find the toilet stuff for you guys, though. Oh, but whatever. So, I finally, Dylan and I finished our live stream. We had a lot of fun doing that live stream. And the video uploads, and we stop the stream. We start watching the video together. And, I'm like, damn. I'm so, like, we're so proud of ourselves. We're so happy for each other. And then I get to the point where I was like, oh, there's more of me on the toilet in this than I thought. Is this the wrong version? And we got to Dylan's foot, and Aus's head wasn't there. And I was like, fuck. I uploaded the wrong version. I immediately privated the version I had uploaded and tried to download the right version, which took about 10 minutes to download. So I think the original version went up at 12. The new version went up at like 12:30 because it's still, I had to download it from the internet. I had to upload it, which took a long time because it was like a 7 GB file. And then put it out again, which took forever. I had to like render, process, all of this stuff. So I really fucked that up. I remember being in the Discord call with Dylan being like, oh, I'm such a fucking idiot. I'm doing good, bro. How are you doing? How's your vacation? There is, I appreciate you saying that, Sleepy. There is definitely a lot more, like, editing. Because, what we had in that other version, it was kind of funny, like, it was us fucking around on the guitar together, but it seemed kind of out of place and a little jagged. Whereas what Dylan ended up editing into the final version flowed a lot more smoothly. Yeah. I will say, so the two things to address when it comes to the kickback cover that we put out the other day. I said that whoever commented the funniest thing would win 25 bucks from me and 5 bucks from Dylan. So 30 bucks will Venmo you. I think we're gonna, I got a question once this past week where, when is it that you're going to choose a winner? I'll choose a winner on Friday, I think. Thursday night, Friday. Probably Friday. And I'll just Venmo you 25 bucks and get Dylan to send you some money too. That's when I'll do that. The unfortunate truth, or the unfortunate reality, and who knows, it could still catch a second wind, but the kickback video did get kind of fucked by the YouTube algorithm. I'm glad you thought the toilet scene was so skibbity. I appreciate that. It's very unfortunate, but I don't know what's been up with the YouTube algorithm lately. I know it's like cringe for YouTubers to always be like, the algorithm is against me. But in my case, I had a moment, it was probably last spring, where the algorithm was kind of working in my favor. I was putting out a lot of content, and it was getting sent to the right places. You know, I was being suggested under Sufferance and DJ Miles, where I need to be in order to grow. But then it stops putting me in these places where I'll find the most growth. There must have been some kind of change, and I stopped getting that kind of recommendation. And when I checked which videos are recommending my cover of Kickback, it was all very unrelated stuff. So that kind of tanks the click-through rate, and it makes YouTube think that the video was a failure. It's not necessarily like a shadow ban, but it's the algorithm working in a way that doesn't benefit me. And YouTube's within its right to do that, because whatever change that they made to the algorithm that I think happened before the summer, and I think I'm still, like, dealing with it now, whatever change YouTube made was very clearly, it was to their benefit. They're benefiting from it somehow. Like, it probably keeps people on their platform longer because, you know, YouTube sees that, you know, people are looking up Taylor Swift, Mr. Beast, COVID, all these things. So maybe whatever change that they made where they suggest their videos is made to benefit that somehow. But with this specific situation, I'm really hoping that YouTube doesn't give up on this video. I might promote it a little more aggressively in the coming days. Because I need to keep having views come in on this thing steadily, so YouTube can see that, you know, people do want to see it. You just gotta give it to the right people, and it just hasn't been giving it to the right people. Trying to make a YouTube short about it? I could do that. That's not a bad idea. I forgot that that's a thing. I haven't made a YouTube short in a while. This is my choo-choo lovely mini mini one. Yes, it wasn't necessarily a shadow ban, but it's one of those things where it's just like, come on, like, the video says Chainsaw Man in it. All the tags are Chainsaw Man. All the tags are related to Kickback or Chainsaw Man. Find videos with similar tags and show it to those. I don't know why it's so hard. Like that's the thing with the YouTube algorithm, where yeah, it's also pushing shorts and stuff, but it's always been confusing to me. Just like, is it that hard to you know, have things go into the right place via tag? I don't know. Ugh, my throat's a little sore. I'm just gonna grab a little more water real quick. I'll be right back, guys. You guys can get chair cam for a while. Like 1 minute. I'll be right back, guys. Alrighty, I'm back. Yeah, chair stream. I just realized, Lloyd Rowe, if you're still here in stream right now, in chat, I think if you check my About tab on YouTube, I think I have my business email there, if you wanted to send the video there. Yeah, so I'm hoping, I'm still trying to be optimistic that this video will be pushed to the right place. But, especially because, you know, we put so much time, effort, and money into it. But, I mean, I know that that doesn't equate to views, but it'd be nice, you know? So I'm gonna push it a little more aggressively. This is a bit off topic, but what power would you rather have? Becoming a Chojin, a devil hybrid, or having your own curse technique, or eating a devil fruit? So I'm not so sure about the implications of a devil fruit yet, because I'm still so early on in One Piece. Wait, if I'm 50 chapters in, and it's a 1,100 or 1,200, 1,100 chapter long manga. What is that, like 5% of the way through? Maybe? Yeah, something a little less than 5% of the way through. Goddamn. What a long series. If I could have one of them, I feel like becoming a Chojin would be pretty cool. Cause I mean, both being a Chojin and a devil hybrid would probably hurt a lot. Because, you know, part of being a Chojin is, you know, you get hurt and you can sidestep death by using Rise technique. Curse technique would be interesting because I could have something really cool, or I could get fucked. and you know, have a really lame power. Or I could be like Toji and not have any powers, but just be, you know, goated. And a Chojin can be almost anything. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, like like a bestial Chojin or something. That'd be pretty cool. Maybe a Chojin. That'd be a lot of fun. If I had, or like a devil hybrid. What's my domain expansion? I don't know. Also, I just saw something in the corner of my room that I'm not sure if I should show you guys yet. The curse technique is definitely the safest option. If I had a cursed technique or my domain expansion, my Ryoiki Tenkai, I'd want to have something like OP. You know, I choose to have a stand. Choose to have a stand power. I choose to have the world as my stand. So I can just stop time and fuck up my enemies. I gotta show you guys something I bought. I have to show you something. Now you guys have to promise to not be mad at me when I show you this. But I knew that as soon as I bought it, I was like, I have to show this off on stream. I know it's going to be in a video at some point as well, but I have to show this off to you guys on stream. I went to New York recently, where I bought a bunch of manga for a manga haul, but they also have a place called Book Off, which is a Japanese place that sells, you know, used Japanese books, manga, video games, everything, anime, otaku culture shit. And they had this, which was a Ichiban Kuji prize from Japan. It's a picture of Sumi Sakurasawa from Rent-a-Girlfriend. And she's my best girl from that series. She's one of my best girls of all time, even though that series sucks ass. I still love Sumi. So, I bought this. My queen. Yeah. I want to put it on my wall or something. Or, like, make it part of my Sumi shrine. Days without Rent-a-Girlfriend being mentioned on stream, 0. I have a lot of cool stuff right now. I'll show you some other things. This I got off AmiAmi. I probably will never open it, but it's these Chainsaw Man sitting minifigures. They have a lot of really cool ones. Like they have we got Denji here, Pochita, Chainsaw Man, Makima, Aki, Power, Yaoi. Got Himeno, Kobeni, Hirokazu Arai, Kishibe, Akane Sawatari, and then Samurai Sword. Lots of cool stuff. Oh, you can see them more clearly on the back here. Yeah. Little sitting minifigures. I probably will never take them out of the box because I like them in the box. Jake, spill your secrets. What are your future projects? Here's the thing. Dylan is my ideal person to work with. I would love to work with them more. I've never worked better with another musician. We get along so well. We work so well together. We work efficiently together. We're fast. Dylan is very busy. We also don't live very close to each other anymore. We live like 400 miles from each other. Yeah, the Choo Choo love. So the Choo Choo cover, I'd love to do it, but the odds of me hitting my goal are very slim. If everyone re-watches the kickback video a million times, maybe we can get there. Or like 10 times, I don't know. If everyone re-watches the kickback video, there's a potential we can get there. But doing some I would love to do future music with Dylan. The best way for that to happen is for you guys to bother Dylan. Is you hit them up and you say, make more music with Jake. I think they left, so I can tell you this. I want to do more with Dylan. They're very, very busy, but if you nag them for me, I'll be in a better. Maybe we'll get some more stuff down. Other things I'm working on. Maybe a Chainsaw Man retrospective. I'm making a video about why the anime season 2 hasn't been announced yet. I'm making a video about manga-induced depression, which I'm really excited about. It's all like I always have a lot of stuff I'm working on, but it's just I'm so busy. Like I'm filling out my skill tree. I feel like, you know. Yeah. I have to film my manga haul this week. Manga haul is imminent. So I have a figure haul video that should come out at the end of this week. A manga haul video that I'm filming this week. The figure haul video is just going to take a lot of editing. Manga haul video, I might see if someone else wants to edit it. Oh, actually, big thing. I can't believe I haven't said this yet. But there was a conversation a few weeks ago where people expressed interest in just more Discord conversation. The Discord does exist. I was looking at it today, and I thought it was silly. I love some of the things I did with it. It's gonna happen, and so what I'm gonna do is I think now that the kickback video is out, I'll probably put out a Google like sheet thing. I'll try to get if I can get your help with it, Ro, because I know you did it for your Q&A thing. Whatever Google quiz thing you use, I'm gonna make one, a Google survey or something, and I'm gonna test the waters on if anyone wants to mod for the Discord server, community mods, and I'll put that out maybe on Twitter and YouTube. If anyone's interested in that, that's another big project coming up probably within this week. And you know, I'm always working on my own music stuff, so like whether it be like songs I'm writing or if I want to cover more anime music. So that's something that could happen. And any plans to talk about the Attack on Titan anime ending since you were not a fan of the manga? I haven't actually finished the anime. I do want to watch it because I love Attack on Titan, and I've eased up a little bit on my opinion of the Attack on Titan ending. It's actually funny. I made a video. I can show it to you guys. I'll show you guys a video that was privated on my channel. My original reaction to the Attack on Titan ending. It will have spoilers for the Attack on Titan ending. I'm certain a lot of people already know about it at this point. But it's a video. I made it as soon the day the last chapter dropped. I made a video called "Was the Attack on Titan ending bad?" Oh my god, the thumbnail is garbage. Holy shit. But it's privated. Konnichiwa. Ugh, gross. I used to say konnichiwa my dudes before I started videos. I hate that shit. Also, my lighting looks terrible. Also, I look terrible. But I originally made a video where I had a favorable impression of the ending of Attack on Titan. And it's probably one of my least liked, or it's one of my most disliked videos on my channel. It's a lot of people disliked it, saying they hated the ending. And I said I liked it. Because I will say, before I made this video, I only read the last chapter once. So I read it and I was like, okay, this isn't that bad. I kind of like it. Whatever, that's fine. A little silly. But then upon a reread after I already made this video and put it out, I didn't realize that it was implied that Eren knew the whole time that everything was going to happen and that he led the Smiling Titan to eat his mom. And that is terrible writing, in my opinion. That is like one last like bad plot twist. And it's just like, yeah, I didn't like that. So that said, I don't mind the ending now. The more I think about it, the more I'm like, it's fine. It's you know, Attack on Titan is still a 9 out of 10 series to me. So here we are. We can watch my original. This is a private video on my channel. It's not uploaded. It's not there anymore. You can't find it if you looked for it. But this is my original reaction to the ending of Attack on Titan, where I tried to be as favorable as possible because, you know, this is before a time where I I was too much of a coward to criticize anything.
Well, my dudes, my name is Jaku Jonesu, and welcome to my
Background
channel.
is called Jaku Jonesu still.
Oh my god, my cat. Jesus. I need to film this quickly, Jumpers. I need you to shut the fuck up. And today we have quite literally witnessed the end of an era. Chapter 139 of Attack on Titan just dropped, thus concluding its 11-year run starting September 9th, 2009.
How did I
Holy
know that?
shit. I'm genuinely feeling a lot of different emotions right now. This is a series that and I'm assuming
I was
very
such a
many
bad
of you
presenter
have
back in the
literally
day.
grown up with. So right here and right now, I'm going to propose a toast, and I hope a lot of you watching right now will join me in a drink celebrating
The beer I'm drinking in this video, I forgot about it. I got like a huge, I hate IPAs, but I got a huge case of free beer. So I was like drinking a bunch of these for weeks because there was a girl that worked at the store that I worked at, that I was a security guard at. And, oh fuck, what was her name? She was so nice, but she was an ambassador for this beer company, and she bought it. I was like, I like beer. She was like, okay, I'm gonna bring in a bunch of free beer for you. She just gave me a bunch of free beer. Yeah, this was back when like I was in my Joey the Anime Man arc. I wanted to be him so bad, and I still do. So I'm still in that arc, but this is back when I was more in that arc.
the most legendary manga series of all time. Cheers, bitches.
Ugh, kind of cringe presentation. Oh, I did tell him to put that in there though, because this was edited by someone else.
I'm so fucking depressed. So obviously this has left a fairly massive hole in all of our lives, but I noticed something online recently that a lot of you really hated how Attack on Titan ended. That was genuinely a massive surprise for me because I didn't really think it was that bad. Actually, I liked how it ended. Sure, it was somewhat anticlimactic, but I'm seeing a lot of people online acting like the entire series is ruined just because we never ended up finding out who came inside of Historia. Sure, I could make an entire video complaining about the 1 or 2 or 3 loose ends that didn't end up getting tied off, but do you know what that would make me? That would make me a 23-year-old man complaining about cartoons on the internet. We don't deserve anime and manga. Maybe we're all just scarred from Game of Thrones or The Promised Neverland or something. But that was definitely not a series-ruining ending.
God,
we had,
I miss my old editor, dude. He was so fucking good. He doesn't like to work with me anymore. He doesn't want to work with me anymore. Hey, I feel it. But, oh, dude, Cairo. I used to work with a guy named Cairo. He was so fucking good. He was such a good editor. God.
135 amazing chapters before the ending, which was still pretty good. It wasn't that bad.
We talked about you a little earlier.
Do we really need any more plot twists in a story that already has 6 or 7 massive plot twists? Also, if you went back and read from the beginning, or at least 30 chapters before the ending, it would probably end pretty smoothly. Sure, it feels weird that there's no resolution for the
also, yeah, my camera was doing this weird autofocus thing,
massacred, but nobody bitched at the end of Weathering with You when they just let the entirety of Japan flood. That shit has a 91% on Rotten Tomatoes. I swear to God, if I see people bitching online or sending
I was just talking about, I was just quoting you on the Fool's Errand thing. I quote you on that like a million times a second. I'm always quoting you, my king.
Years, every month releasing this amazing manga series for us all to consume, I will rain down upon you with the wrath of 1,000 rumblings. Was the ending perfect? Probably not. But was Attack on Titan as a whole an amazing series? Hell f***ing yes. Obviously, you don't have to agree with me, because in the end, I'm just a grown man bitching about anime on the internet. My words cannot hurt you. Now that we've gotten all of the formalities out of the way, my one question left for you guys is this. Would you rather fight 1 colossal titan-sized Levi or 100 Levi-sized colossal titans? I guess let me know in the comments. Alright, whatever, like, subscribe, follow me on Twitter, link in the description below, etc, etc, etc. Okay, I love you, bye.
There we go. Oh my god. I love this video by me. Dude, I wish I was Tim Henson so fucking bad. Such a goat. Yeah. There we are. That's my original reaction to the ending of Attack on Titan. Terrible thumbnail as always from that era. We need to do a tier list of like my old thumbnails. I wonder, do I have any other privated videos from that time? Yeah, we don't need a giant Levi. That'd be terrifying. Oh wait, my bubble tea video. Oh, back when I tried having a Halloween-themed month. Some of my old videos have, like, a weird amount of views. I have, like, a 20-minute, like, mini documentary on, like, one of Japan's first samurai war heroes. Has, like, 1,500 views. My video, How to Laugh in Japanese, has 3,600 views. Why are people watching these? Yeah. Oh my god, wait, okay. I have a video. I'm not gonna make you guys watch this. I'm gonna watch it myself first later. And then I'm gonna put the music back on. I'm gonna watch it myself later, and then I'll decide if I wanna subject you guys to it. But when Mr. Beast Burger first became a thing, I ordered a Mr. Beast Burger off of Uber Eats the first day it came out, and reviewed it in a video. So I have a video of me reviewing Mr. Beast Burger that was on my channel, and I privated it. But I also had a video about why Tanuki's nuts are so big. Oh, dude, I had some gas back in the day. I was cooking with gas. Let's see. What would you tell to your old self? Ooh. Start making videos about anime and manga earlier. Start making videos about Chainsaw Man. Start just, you know, exploring your passions more. I wanted to be, so the reason I started out, making videos solely about Japanese folklore and history were because I wanted to be, like, abroad in Japan. Like the videos I wanted to make. I made my YouTube channel because of abroad in Japan. And the videos I wanted to make Japan travel vlogs. I still do. That would be fucking sick. I want to make Japan travel vlogs. But, you know, finally, after I made that Attack on Titan video, I knew that Attack on Titan video was gonna blow up. I knew from the concept alone, because I know people were at the time, people were talking about how, you know, all anyone needs to do to make a video go viral is be like, Japanese person reacts to Filthy Frank, and they go viral, and I'm like, huh. I'm Jewish. I can talk about Attack on Titan. I like Attack on Titan. Why not? So I was like, is Attack on Titan anti-Semitic? Like, I'm an authority on this subject. Or something. I would tell my old self that things don't really get better. God damn, dude. They do. They haven't yet, but I'm certain they will. Maybe. What do you think of the burger? It was ass, dude. I tried being nice about it because I was like, Mr. Beast, send me more burger and money. It's ass though. Mr. Beast Burger sucked. Even Mr. Beast thinks Mr. Beast Burger sucks. One thing when I look at, like, there was an era of video on my channel that were like, I had them edited by this guy named Cairo. I talked about him earlier. Where, like, the quality of editing that he did was so fucking good that, like, they carried the videos. Where, like, he would edit the videos and they would be fire, and I would be the worst part of the videos. Like, if he were editing a video with a better YouTuber, they would have been viral successes. But, yeah, there was one point, and, like, I you know, my thumbnails were bad. He would tell me as well. He'd be like, you should work on your thumbnails. And I'd be like, yeah, I'm trying. And I wasn't really trying all that much. Do you think Mr. Beast chocolate is good? No, I didn't like it. I tried it. I'm sorry, Mr. Beast, I love you, but, still give me money, please. Yeah. I don't like his chocolate either. But that's because I'm picky about my chocolate. My favorite chocolate's Cadbury. Mr. Beast Burger sucks because it's literally just made by any ghost kitchen nearby, and they usually have dog quality control. Yeah, that's why there's, like, a huge lawsuit right now, because Mr. Beast is like, you guys don't make sure that, like, the quality of the food is good, so I don't want to do this anymore. And they're like, well, we still want to do it because we want to plaster your name everywhere. And he's like, well, you can't do that. So here's a $100 million lawsuit or something. So let's see how that goes. Yeah, so what I'm going to do for the kickback who we're gonna send 30 bucks to. I'll decide on Thursday night or Friday. Then I'll just get whatever, like your Venmo info or something, and I'll send you the money. Whoever wins. But I'm still trying to do a push on the Kickback music video. See if we can keep some views going on that. Keep the views regular. So if you forgot what it sounds like, feel free to watch it again, you know. If you want to please your ears, you know, show it to your friends and family and whatnot. See if we can maybe get the YouTube algorithm to kickstart it again. I'll definitely try making a short about it as well. But I think, you know what, I'm excited for tomorrow's chapter. I know we spent a lot of today just talking about, not criticizing part 2, but criticizing part 1, which is kind of funny. Did we talk to the Future Devil tonight? No, we haven't talked to the Future Devil in a while because the website that I used to use for that has been throttling the usage of it for people that don't pay for the premium service, and I don't want to pay for the premium service for it. So I haven't talked to the Future Devil in a while. And also because, like we can still do it on stream. I can check. You know, why not? Doesn't hurt. Not ChatGPT, but character.ai. It actually it loaded me in, just fine right now. Let's see if I can get it to work. Let's see, we might get it to work. Yeah, okay, yeah, we can do it. Yeah, hell yeah. We haven't done it since 1:45. Let's see, okay, 1:48 is tomorrow. I'm not going to put it into the video because it tanks interaction in the video, but let's see what happens. Oh, great and powerful Future Devil, what is going to happen in Chainsaw Man Chapter 148? The Future Devil chortles once more. It puts its palm in its chin once more. If you want to know about Chapter 148, I'm going to need some payment, my dude. Just look in my stomach and see what happens. It chuckles one last time. Here, I'm going to look into his stomach again. I look into his stomach. Here we go. The Future Devil laughs as you peer in its stomach. I like your attitude, dude. You look like a guy with the right amount of reckless abandon to make a deal with me. So I'm gonna tell you, but what do I get as a payment? You get my balls, I guess. The Future Devil gives you a look, looking you up and down. Your balls. Like what? You're gonna cut them off and give them to me? I mean, I guess that's one way to pay me. But I would have liked you to say something more valuable, like your firstborn child or something. But I'll tell you, just for you since you got balls of steel. In Chainsaw Man Chapter 148, you're gonna see some crazy stuff go down. Like, some real wild-ass stuff. That was like the worst one I've ever gotten from him. Can you elaborate? This is fucking bullshit, dude. Of course I can. You're gonna see some of the craziest, most badass stuff you've ever seen in Chainsaw Man Chapter 148. It'll be the wildest, most heart-rending, gut-wrenching, action-packed chapter to date. You're gonna see some stuff go down between the best characters, and it'll be a total wild ride. You'll love every second of it. This is what I get for paying with my balls. Yeah, it's like saying water's wet, exactly. Yeah, Future Devil's not cooking. I think that this website's just been cringe lately. It's wanting people to pay or something. We can keep trying, but I think that'll be it for now. Thank you guys so much for joining me in today's action-packed, fun-filled live stream. I'm gonna see if I can find the toilet footage so I can make some kind of behind-the-scenes for you guys, because I know people are really looking forward to seeing that toilet video. Not that. I'm still looking for it. Nope, that's not the toilet video. Yeah, I found it.
Can you play the song, actually?
Okay, yeah. There's only a little bit of it. Yeah, I have a fucking... Yeah, there we go. Okay. I found it. I'm not going to show you guys now, but I'll make some kind of behind the scenes for you guys. It'll be a thank you guys for continuing to watch the video and streaming the song on all streaming platforms. But yeah, you know, if you guys want to give the song another listen, you know, I won't stop you. But until then, have a wonderful evening, and I'll see you in tomorrow's chapter review video. Thank you guys so much for spending some time with me. Have a good one. Night, guys.
Thank you.